Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL ESEA Pro League. Going into Game 2, it's going to be HellRaisers and Fnatic, and it's going to be over on Dust2, no less. So we are expecting more fun and shenanigans coming out from Fnatic, of course. Do we have a stand-in? No more Crims. It's going to be Dennis from Gamers2, ex-Kingwin, who's going to be filling in instead.
Yeah, and he actually played pretty well in the last game. Obviously, well, as you would expect, he's a pretty damn good player. He was definitely the top fragger over on the T side, and then everybody kind of caught up on the CT side. So clearly, judging by all of the tweets that have been going back and forth between NIP and Fnatic felt they threw that one away. And actually, if you look at it, there was a couple of moments where they definitely made some big mistakes.
And then GW went on to correct that himself, and he actually said, actually, you know, make no mistake, NI played really well, is what I'm trying to say. Nip, nip, nip. But yeah, we are going to be hopefully jumping on into the action very soon. We have 9 people on the server, just waiting on one more. And hopefully we're going to be seeing a little bit of a good sign of things to come from HellRaisers, because there are a lot of question marks currently surrounding the roster with the loss of Dosia. And they've always been a team who has kind of... They've lingered, like I'm pretty sure they were the team in the first season of Pro League where we saw them. They were quite literally 1 or 2 wins away from coming to the offline stages. They were so close. I'm pretty sure it was like they had to win 4 in a row and they won 3 in a row. Like it was this insane kind of like last ditch sprint, but they fell that final hurdle.
Yeah, but I mean, the biggest part for them was the fact that they didn't make the major. They didn't make it to ESL 1 Cologne. You know, they fell short. And that's a big deal, certainly for all the players involved. That's probably maybe even a part of Dosia leaving. I don't know. Maybe the changes need to happen. I'm not sure I agree with that one. Maybe I don't know. I haven't actually read into the reasons why. Yeah, there's so many things that we don't know about. They never really come out in the light of day.
Like words.
Blah, 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 blah. But for HellRaisers, Fix is going to be standing in again. I believe standing is the case, because Simple, of course, is still banned from ESL. So I don't know how long there's left on that one, actually, because it's a 2-year ban, and it's been for a while now. I know we've been doing it for definitely a year. So, it was a 1.6 ban anyway, so it's got to be almost up. It's got to be close. I'd love to get a ruling on that one. But anyway, that aside, obviously, it is going to be effectively a 4v4 with 2 stand-ins, both teams. So, no, everybody on even standings level, whichever you want to call it. But it is Dust2, and that is a map that Fnatic are very good on.
Can you name me a map that Fnatic aren't very good on?
Train.
Okay, their map pool. Yeah, it's pretty deep.
It's about the only one that I think most people would try and pick against them.
I think that if they had a veto, that's probably where it would go. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you're right. Fnatic are going to be Fnatic over on Dust2. Of course, you know what it does.
Train now. Come to think of it.
Yeah. I think it was 5 months I just heard is left on Simple's ban.
5 months. #free Simple.
Yeah, so we may be seeing him return to the HellRaisers roster. Maybe that's why he's hanging around.
It won't be this season, though.
It will not, no. I mean, of course, the way this tournament is structured, for those of you that are new, we'll just take a couple of seconds just to explain how this one works. There is a Premier Division underneath it, whereby you can qualify for it. That's what SK just did to get there, and they, of course, got first place there and took the spot of Flipside. Then every team plays 22 games of CS with the map allocation system in play. They basically play a load of best of ones against everyone, and then it's the top 8. Is that correct still?
They're going to the playoffs.
It is still the playoffs,
yeah. I believe so. I think number 1 is auto-promoted, which is obviously what SK were in, and number 12 in the Pro League, which is what we're in now, goes down. Last year, it was, of course, Flipside Tactics. This year, don't know. Who could it be? Nobody wants to be in that spot. At the moment, SK's 0-4 start's not the best.
Mousesports were at risk, though. If they hadn't have done so well yesterday, they would have been in exactly the same...
They were at risk last year. They actually were, I think, both 2 and 20. But the results against each other went in Mousesports' favour. I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. I'd have to fact-check that one. I could be lying. Someone's probably going to call me out on it. But we're still waiting for one more person to rejoin the server. It is going to be Dust2, as we mentioned. We haven't... did we have a Dust2 yesterday?
Yes, SK TSM.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. The 16-4. That's why I don't remember it. Yeah, it wasn't worth remembering, sadly. But I think we are not going to quite see such a huge score as the 16-4, but I definitely think it's going to be a big score for Fnatic.
Yeah, I think there's no denying that that's most definitely where the likelihood lies. I mean, I'm sure anyone kind of hedging their bets towards HellRaisers are expecting, I don't know, something horrible to go wrong on the side of Fnatic. Because at the moment, I mean, there's no denying that HellRaisers are a team that kind of sit in a similar position to SK in terms of they go into a lot of games more so in terms of self-improvement than it does for the victory. And you know what? Actually, seeing Adrian's pick up that frag there, that kind of sparks us into another trail of thought and another little discussion while we do wait for our fifth to come on in. It's the new price of the Zeus.
Yeah.
Now I think this is an interesting one because down to 100, you dubbed it as almost a decoy. I mean, it's literally just double decoy, $100 now the investment for the Zeus. And I mean, we're already seeing players on the side of Mouse specifically picking it up on pistols because you can't forget you can go Kevlar and Zeus now.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that especially on a map like this, or any map that's got like the big double door type syndrome where somebody's maybe tucked in, if you can burst through, it's a one-shot kill. So it's absolutely fireball, which is what we're seeing Adrian doing here. It's like, that's what he'd do, you know, just one-shot kill, quickly push through.
It was the same case in Cobble on Drop Room. That was the real kind of actually...
Yeah, absolutely. I saw that going on there. And that's a perfect spot for him.
It's truly perfect. And I mean, the fact that you can invest just 100 and it gives you another leg up in the, the force buys, the ecos.
Yeah.
And
a chance to get a rifle. It's so easy.
Yeah, it's very much kind of the same kind of play style that you'd see, quite reminiscent of the CZ. You know,
this tells me that the way Adrian's playing this in practice right now, this tells me he's actually practicing with the Zeus right now.
I think. Do you reckon we're going to start seeing it become commonplace? I wouldn't be surprised.
I think so. I mean, absolutely. It's 100. That's all it is. It's so cheap now. I'm pretty sure we're probably going to see it go crazy, get absolutely overabused, and then maybe creep up to like 300. Maybe. I mean, why would you not overabuse it? Like, it's a one-shot kill weapon that is 100. It's
not always one-shot kill. You have to be right up in their grill.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're generally not going to use it unless you're right up on them anyway. But almost certainly is a fantastic pick for them. Obviously, Knife Round going to come into this one. Don't know what just happened with my mic there. It just disappeared on me. But
fell away.
Here we go. Knife Round going to be coming up. So... come on then, let's have a score prediction from you. I'm going to go 16-7 for Fnatic. I'll throw it out there.
I think HellRaisers might win a pistol. So I'm actually probably around the same. Yeah, we'll go 16-8, 16-9. Okay, I'll believe. I'll bet 16-9. But I mean, you were right. It is definitely going to be really interesting to see how much HellRaisers can pick up. And we're going to be going into Fnatic's choice of side as well. Fnatic did just lose out to NIP, so there's that to remember, and of course they're going to be wanting to prove their worth now going into this game. Not going to be letting anything else slip away from them because every win is so crucial. We saw this being the case over the NA side of things, and specifically is where yes, Cloud9 were a clear favourite last season, but everyone else, it was like a case of a couple of wins, one foolish loss. They weren't on their game for two games, and all of a sudden they weren't coming to the offline stages. It's crucial.
Yeah, that's how Navi slipped out of it last season as well. That's how they managed to just slip out. It was pretty much even win-loss ratio. Unfortunately for them, I think they got caught in the headlights of a strong Dignitas at that time. But that was a bit of a train from HellRaisers. They're actually going to pile on through.
They have gone straight through lowers, charging through middle. Unfortunately, though, Fnatic are going to be able to catch them on the cross. Fix does get the opener, though. It's all on to Flusher then to try and keep himself safe in B, and he just goes straight on out. He is not willing to fight that one. Angel is going to be the one scooping him up from behind. It doesn't look like too much is going to come of that. Now Fnatic want to rotate, and they have done so very, very quickly. I'm worried about how long Angel's going to survive, but they just push on through. And HellRaisers, they're starting to make this looking very, very good. 2 members remain. JW's desperately trying to find something with the P2K. And as I said, HellRaisers have managed to pick up this pistol unless Dennis goes off.
It's a real tricky spot. I'm sure you've all seen Carrigan's video showing this spot, how tricky it is to try and catch someone. It was a good catch on towards, I think it was Adrian in the window there, but does get taken down. So the train worked out well for HellRaisers. Just to pile on through, they actually went around the tunnels, straight through double doors, into mid, and then straight into B site. Flusher could have gone big there. He got caught on, it was Adrian, in the stairwell in tunnels. Almost caught him out, but wasn't to be.
Now, pretty much full armor and the CZ going into this one. Dennis is going to be able to hopefully catch out Angel. Wasn't anticipating that one at all. That's a weapon, and now he's just going to go pushing straight through. Does have Pronex to help him as well, and Kucha's just going to line him up and knock him down. Just the one, as Dennis does dart away. No, walk straight on back into his crosshairs, but Fnatic have made a very lasting impression in this round.
Yeah, that's a big problem, because Kucha's only on the 10 health. That's a real tricky situation. Mo could be the telling difference here, but at the moment, they're on the hunt. He's actually in a good position to get around the back of them because they're sneaking towards T-spawn, but they have the bomb covered off here, which is what they're sitting on. It's going to be down to Pronax. Gets a little shot down, but Mo's going to come straight around on towards him. Doesn't manage to get the shot down, but Flusher does. And now in a real tricky one-on-one because it's just 10 health for Kucha, despite the fact he has that AK. And now Flusher with a Galil.
This has been a very odd round for Fnatic. Just the one frag away, or rather just the 10 points of damage away from this one. Oh, Flush is playing this very, very smart. He's going all, is he going all the way around? Surely not. He's anticipating Kucha to go around. He's actually giving Kucha a whole lot of freedom.
Kucha's confused. I mean, he's been slowly walking to pick up the bomb, and he's like, where's he gone? Well, he's got 20 seconds. He has to run. He has to start belting, getting out of there.
Oh my God.
It's going to be too late to run.
Kucha's going to be making noise. Flush is just going to be able to sweep this one up. Doesn't check it. Kucha's crossed.
It's too late.
Seconds. He has no time. He's not going to be able to get that bomb down in time unless he gets there just... He has just enough time. He had just 2 seconds to spare. Flush is going to be pushing in. It's an open plant. It is going to be the frag for Fnatic, but chaos in the second round here of the Pro League.
Well played, Flusher. Knew that he had to have a sprint some way. I mean, he could have easily just gone long there, and it would have been very much in Kucha's favour, but it's just that's the gamble that Flusher took, and he basically knew he was in a position to cut off, what, 3/4 of the map. There was only one route that Kucha could have taken to get away from him. But
the most obvious route as well. I think Flusher just playing mind games with him there. Yeah. Truly outstanding stuff from him. I mean,
what a fantastic second round, though, from Fnatic. We've seen it so often from them. JW pushing up, gets himself one on short, gets challenged by Kucha. That nade's going to find 2 of them down in lower tunnels. Doesn't do a great deal, but it does enough. And, well, Olaf is ready and waiting. Mag 7 in hand. This is going to be horrific for HR.
Yeah, in that close quarters environment as well, it's going to be a very easy pickup. And Fix has an AK, so it's going to be really, really bad for HellRaisers if he's the first to show face. I think it's going to be Adren. No, it is. Fix just feeds him an AK. Quickly traded out by Adren, though, so at least there is an AK in play. JW from behind, though, is going to be able to clean house. This is going to be just the one. Again, trading out nicely, but numbers favouring Fnatic. And, very lucky to be alive. Kucha does dart into lowers just before Pronax comes round from the flank.
Mo's got himself into sight. I don't think he realises there's one in the corner. It's Dennis just up by window. Oh, well, that's going to give his position away. Don't know why he managed to go for the pre-fire. Oh, okay. He was drawing the attention. They were pushing into door, so actually clever work from him. Dennis still got the kills anyway. He was trying to be the fake man. But 2-1, Fnatic pick themselves up the round. HellRaisers made a dent, considering they'd just lost that round to an eco, so they did force it up. You know, had a scout and a couple of other things, but Olaf, I think, did he get traded gun? Yes, he did. He's got himself the AK.
Okay, so this is Fnatic who have, I mean, I'm really worried how much that round's going to have affected HellRaisers. Losing that second round in such close fashion as well. Oh, Dennis is just shooting fish in a barrel at this point. This is going to be the last couple coming in, and the ace stolen by JW as he picks up 4 very easily. Very competent player, and he's demonstrating exactly why he was the Fnatic's choice to fill in. Knowing
that HellRaisers run nothing, they're just all pushed. Everybody pushed out there. No respect play coming out, no doubt about it. 9 frags already. Dennis going huge, as he did at the start of the NIP game, so we'll see whether it continues throughout the matchup. Certainly playing with a lot of confidence since obviously switching across. Kinguin, of course, where his former team now is with Gamers2, or Gamers2 Kinguin, whichever you prefer to call them, but they did pick up the win over in Game of Paradise, so they have got that tournament win under the belt, so certainly very confident.
Yeah, that's confidence kind of completely personified there by JW. As now it's going to be a 4v3. Angel got a very vital frag, shutting down that presence, and it's going to be another one. Angel gets the shot onto on-off, and now, suddenly, Pronax and Dennis are all that Fnatic have left to work with.
Yeah, they're going across catwalk. Looks like it's going to be a push on towards A. Angel's coming across. Pronax is setting himself up, but you don't know. They could split either way. Kucha's got himself all the way over in B tunnels, but that's the bomb that's just been picked up. Dennis manages to find it, and now they know where the carrier is. Pronax is left in a 1-on-3. Where are they going? They're going to go straight towards him. They're going straight to Pronax. He's right around the corner. Perfect place.
This could go horribly wrong for HellRaisers. 1, 2, surely not a third. Pronax just lines them up and knocks them down. 3 frags. HellRaisers, and a celebratory Molotov is thrown out, as he most definitely is bringing the fire. 4-1 then, as HellRaisers, that was a given round. That was a round they cannot afford to see slip away. Good God. Look at that spray control as well. Angel, you can see Fix was kind of caught running. He wasn't expecting to see Pronax there, and he finds the heads of 2 of them. Mad stuff here.
I'm not sure he was expecting the re-peek either. I think he thought that Pronax was going to back off there, but no. Didn't go for the reload, just went straight back into their faces. It's a fast push this time from HellRaisers. They're going to train their way all across Cat. That flash is going to be perfect, and Pronax and Flusher should just be able to mow them down. We've got yet another CT bug going on there. It's going to be Mo this time around. Oh, thought that was a team kill there. Actually, they picked up quite a few kills, considering it was pretty much a shooting gallery for them. But Fnatic close out and pick quick round.
It's like Flusher's asking him if he's okay. You all right down there?
You're right, mate.
How you doing? You
looking a little peaky.
Well, we'll see if we are going to be seeing any peaks actually from the AWP of Mo.
Oh, it's a Dren. There we go. This is an interesting model bug.
Oh, yes. We've got another CT.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. So 6 CTs currently on the map. One of them has, however, committed mutiny on the CT ship and has gone over to the side of HellRaisers. As this one is looking like a little bit of a slower one from HellRaisers. They know they have an AWP in play. They can try and rely on that somewhat. And
Mo's
there it is. Mo finds it.
That's an interesting duel. We're going to see that one develop. And Angel goes straight out and finds Olaf as well. Suddenly it's a 5-on-3. But Pronax has gone aggressive. He's pushed out of long A. He's coming around the back of them. And he's actually caught a glimpse of Mo around the corner. He's going to have to go for the reload this time around. Mo doesn't want any of it. It's an AWP versus an M4 in fairly close quarters. Didn't want to get caught out. Real awkward situation right now. People are pushing all around the map. Dennis has gone out in mid. He's found a Dren. And now suddenly Mo's tucked right below Pronax, directly below him.
Is he going to check it? Just going to check his corners, and he does find Mo. So AWP loose, as well as chances from HellRaisers starting to dwindle.
Yeah, it's Kucha, the last man, in a 1-on-3. That was such a strange round. There was literally HellRaisers were in A site, they were in almost B site, and then they just got caught out all across the map in strange 1-on-1 duels. There was no chance of trading kills. There was no revenge frags to come, and now Kucha, well, with the bomb basically miles away from him. Oh, that Moll is forcing him in there. They're just going to pick him off. Yeah, he had nowhere to run there. And Flusher picks up the kill.
So Fnatic are just making this look very, very casual. Another day in the office then for them, and you are going to see HellRaisers reach that mark that we saw NIP hit. Let's not forget, actually, if you kind of cast your mind back to Cash, this was a similar situation. In fact, it was 7-0 over on Cash before NIP started finding anything. And then you're not going to forget who won Cash all too lightly either. NIP finding victory at the end of that one.
Yeah, for HellRaisers, when they're up against the likes of Fnatic, you can't win pistol and then give away that second round.
No way.
It's unforgivable. And while they did come very close to picking up a few more rounds, Fnatic are Fnatic at the end of the day. They have it in their ability, even if it's all the way down to Pronax, to absolutely take a 1-on-3.
That was big from Fix. Finding JW, that was AWP AK, and actually we are going to see a couple of frags come in from Adrian. He did a big hit with the Tech 9, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too good. As Fix has been given a little bit of life from Flusher, missing those shots or fluffing those shots. And now going to be seeing him go into a 1v2. Not going to have the chance to take down Dennis, as he does leave him with just 12 points of health, and Fnatic going to be putting 7 on the board. This is looking very one-sided at this point, Lee.
They're starting to slip it up a gear now as well. Starting to go for that double AWP setup. Olaf and JW. Where are they going to go with it? Mo, of course, can't afford himself an AWP, so he's not going to be able to get the challenge down through doors. So, where are they going to head? Okay, it's a split coming out. Kucha's going to head over, see if he can get a little something. But Flusher and Pronax at that door over at long A, not letting anyone pass. And the second someone peeks, their head gets taken off.
It's an easy pick up then from Olaf as he just connects onto Kucha, the double AWPs, and the fact that they're just next to each other, holding hands in middle. Normally you'd expect, one middle, one maybe towards long, but the reason they're not going long is because Pronax has got everything under control, full control, my friend. And
good tag. Oh no, didn't quite do as much. I thought he did a lot more than that from the distance he was shooting there on JW, but sadly, they're all pushing up on him. They know where he is. Mo was hiding here a minute ago. This is not a new position. They are well aware of it. 8-1. This is strong performance from Fnatic, considering they just got taken down by NIP. This is kind of the reaction you expect.
Or is it a weak performance from HellRaisers? I actually think we haven't seen too many glimmers of hope from them. If I put them in the same kind of basket as SK. When we looked at SK, we were seeing a little bit more from them in terms of individual frags. We were seeing some players, especially Sandon, actually hitting some mad shots, mad rounds, getting entry frags into sites. Not the same.
Oh, that Molly's perfect.
Can't be said. And that Molly's going to be causing HellRaisers some trouble. They're completely unarmored. He's struggling to shred them down, though. Flusher didn't manage to hit his shots. Fortunately, his teammates are doing just that for him. And then Kucha does take down Olaf in the process. He's going to be backing away. And this is exactly the same situation he was in just a round before.
Collected an AWP. Pronax is going to come around. He's got that Tech 9 as well. Could get... Oh, he needed to get that one there. Now the grenades are coming, raining in. And Dennis will find him out in the end. Ooh, just steady on, Dennis. You're not flammable. Flammable? He is flammable. He's not flame resistant. That's the one I said.
That's the one. I didn't know where you were going.
Words are hard. I know. I could tell by the expression on your face, the confused wrinkle. But Dennis is on 17 kills right now. He's having a whale of a time against HellRaisers. I
just think that we should stick with him and see if you can get a good example of what he is. He's most definitely up to.
He's just going ultra aggressive, yeah.
He's been pushing lowers, and he's going to just put... Oh my lord, he's just pushed straight on up. Mo gets challenged out. Dennis is just... He's riding this wave of confidence.
The bomb's there.
And there's going to be a second challenge given to him. Look at Pronax. He's coming up long. It was actually Olaf this time. But good God, he doesn't stop. Dennis, he just seems to be so free. He's a free bird and he's flying through Dust2.
Oh dear.
And the frags just keep on coming.
Yeah, he was there. And Adrian in his own base right now. He's just in T-spawn.
This is horrible.
Thinking, what on earth? And this is the real confident performance of Fnatic. Sadly for Adrian, he's having up against a very confident, very aggressive Fnatic. Dennis does finally get taken down. He's managed to get himself a double here. Trying to stop them in their pace and gets another. Suddenly JW goes down and Adren, despite the fact he's basically on T-spawn ramp, has managed to pick off Fnatic.
Intimidating is the word at this point for Fnatic. They've become a true terrifying presence here on the map. And Adren's caught a glimpse, if only. Flusher had paused for just a second. There's now 30 seconds in Adren's. I need to... Intrigued to see where he chooses to take this bomb. Flusher's going to throw out the bait and switch. We saw Flusher's mind games before. Is he going to do the same thing again with that smoke?
I don't know, but Adren's got that horrific Go TV bug on him that makes it jerky as hell to watch. Oh. It's horrific, that's for sure. Yeah, it's just stuttering through.
No, that's not actually Go TV. That's just his nerves. He's actually he's violently shaking in this clutch situation. I think Flusher's misread.
He has misread it. He's gone over towards A site, and it is on B site, so he's come around the corner, and now it's bought a lot of time for Adren to get away. Gets away from that cross as well. So Flusher going to try and come in. He has got a kit in his hand. Still low, Adren with a nade. Only 17 hit points. Flusher just checking every single corner, but Adren is not going to get fooled by this one, and he catches him with the headshot. That was massive from Adren. That was a 1v4 that he just came out on top of.
And that was a little kick to the gut of Fnatic saying, okay, yes, please give us respect, fighting for respect. And he most definitely does force Fnatic to just take a second look at that round as he picks up 4. They were pushing him in T-spawn. You rarely see 3 frags in T-spawn late round. That's not supposed to happen, and that's just a little bit of a price Fnatic paying for this confidence. And Mo not going to be allowing JW to have a little too many stretch of freedom towards mid this round.
Yeah, JW going for
Look at Flusher though. Oh my god.
Oh, Flusher just pushing straight out this time. I mean, they're pushing a different angle every time. JW not landing the shot. Angel's going to try and catch them out, but JW gets a second chance and a third onto Adren. And they go for Mo, but Mo finally comes out on top. Fix also taking out Pronax as they go ultra aggressive, but Flusher and Dennis are unmoved.
Flusher was in T-spawn.
10-2 to Fnatic.
Flusher was in T-spawn. This is
like watching matchmaking right now.
No, this is just insanity. I mean, we're having fun, and that's most definitely what Fnatic are having. Can't say the same for HellRaisers. They are going to be quiet, I think, on comms.
The thing is, certainly teams like Fnatic, they have a strong T side, and this is a real issue. This could be a mammoth score as JW hits another shot, and then Dennis, he's off again. This
does not feel like the Pro League. This just feels like a murder right now, and that's going to keep coming. Pushing on up, Dennis just doesn't really care at this point. How many frags has he got? 22 so far, just 12 rounds in, and Pronax is going to be mopping things up. So, yeah, Fnatic and HellRaisers, I think we gave them a little too much credit, actually, with our score predictions. I think Fnatic have come with a bit of a mission. And, you know, you have to be honest, the one person you can't really start crediting at this point is Pronax, because there is 0 calls being made at this point for Fnatic.
What calls do you need to make? It's like, yeah, sure, just go.
Do you know what? Yeah, the call he made was, okay, guys, just kill him.
Well, I mean, he proved himself in the 1v3 already, so he's done his job. He's happy. Mo's going to try and, once again, challenge out on JW. Them shots keep raining on in there. And sure enough, JW is just going to push through and find Kucha through the lower tunnels again, and it's just full-on aggression. Flusher's pushing through. Flusher's going through long A doors as well.
He was up B a second ago. Angel is going to find them. It looks like maybe it's his turn to deal with this aggression. the call HellRaisers are going to make, and it's just wait. They're coming to us. And now Angel looking for his third on towards the A site. Isn't going to happen as Olof does find his head, and we are back into level playing field. 3v3 changed by Mo as he does connect onto Olof. The A site's looking a little more vulnerable now as the CT Adren does find the frag.
Pronax, well, it's left to him this time. Not going to be quite so easy in this 1v4. Real tricky setup for him. 1v3, sorry. It's one he worked out. Fix is actually miles away, so he's almost in a 1v2 at the moment. That Molly's going to flush him out. He's burning, he's going down, and Mo will end up getting the kill. So, over-aggression from Fnatic, but why not? You're at 11-3. There's no reason to slow things down. They've picked up all the rounds pretty much so far, playing that sort of style, so no need to panic. It's just simple. A couple of 1v1 trades didn't go their way. Double AWP, Flusher, and Olaf this time around.
Flusher rocking the AWP. That's not something you so often see, but then again, none of this is something we so often see, so I'll keep quiet about that for now. Mo again trying to connect through double doors. He's been challenged out by JW on the reg, and doesn't look like it's going to be happening this time. Olof is the one to challenge down Mo. It just doesn't get a chance. Chabri doesn't get a chance to consider his options, because every single time Fnatic are up in their grill. Yeah,
turret from JW and Pronax there. They didn't actually manage to catch on towards Angel, but as soon as he hops up, he catches Olof. Oh no, look at that. JW, the timing, Kucha, both of them looking at double doors. Will get taken down by Angel. So 3-on-3. Adrian with the bomb is actually making his way around as well into Sword side. But Pronax and Dennis are catching him in the cross. And that smoke's not going to stop Fix being spotted. 12-3, massive half from Fnatic there. And now they move over towards the T side.
So 4 rounds away from Fnatic picking this one up, and it would be one of probably the quickest games we've seen so far.
Yes.
Like, even the rounds themselves have been quick because of all this rushing.
They started like 15 minutes late, so they're pretty late going into service, so they're just catching up for us. This is nice.
That is very kind of them. But, yeah, so not too much can be said about this one. This is just Fnatic kicking back. Fragging, really making life difficult for HellRaisers. HellRaisers, of course, are in a bit of disarray at the moment, losing Dosia, one of their kind of key fragging components, for whatever reason. And so going into this one, in fact, how is Fix doing? One of their new additions?
We haven't got the scoreboard because we're at half. Ah, they have reset, okay. 24 for Dennis in that first half. 24, just a little short of Device when he got that 29 in one half on Inferno. But I don't think I've seen anyone hit 30 yet in the first half. That's pretty rude.
That would be very rude.
Yeah. But here we go, pistols.
I mean, this is a crucial pistol round for HellRaisers, and they're starting strong. Kucha and Mo both getting one before Dennis does respond on it again. Looking like we're going to be finding another successful pistol. This could be how demoralizing that HellRaisers, like 50% of their rounds would have been a one pistol. Yeah, that's not the way Counter-Strike's meant to be, is it, really? You're not meant to win pistols and that's it. Be at 12-4. You've won both pistols now. And they're at 12-4. So can Fnatic win a second force? That's going to be our next following question. They are on the T side, and I feel like there's absolutely zero reason why we wouldn't see it. So the Armor Tech 9s will be coming in. Well, they have gone for a couple of armor. Yeah, there you go. So they forced it. We'll see if it works out for them, because HellRaisers has actually gone pretty heavy into the investment here. They've only got the 2 SMGs, everybody else on the rifles, so they're expecting. And Angel's gone aggressive. He's got into lower tunnels, and actually it's going to be Fix and Mo that are going to get challenged out over on doors. Dennis was the one that pushed through. He got one, but it was a quick trade. Now Kucha needs to get in position. Angel, perfect spot, but doesn't manage to take them down. Only got the one. Olaf's got the bomb, and he's already into B side. Adrian's miles out. This is not good for HellRaisers. This cannot happen again. Zero excuse, and he didn't even check it. He was not anticipating Olaf to be so pushed up so early. Now the bomb's going in, and this is just another nightmare starting to replay in the minds of HellRaisers. It's happening again. All on to Kucha. He's not long for this world either. And that is unforgivable. 13-4 is going to be the score. Fnatic, yes, they're masters of the Force. Yes, they're masters of that second round, but no way should that happen 2 times in a row for HellRaisers, and then they're going to be kicking themselves. Like, we're winning pistols, why can't we win anything else? Yeah, it's demoralizing, I think, for them, and there's not really any other way around it, especially against the T side, but that was just everybody pushing. It didn't seem to be a totally set routine. Olaf, clearly, everything was distracted so he could get in towards that B side. They're pushing straight through. They're going straight on towards Angel's in trouble here. Yeah, Angel just needs to back away, try and keep himself alive for as long as he possibly can. Olaf's going to be dealing with the brunt of this CT force, and he's just going to be demonstrating how competent he can be, and JW was happy to finish off what he started. Oh, but this is a good little push from Fix here. He's managed to get some damage down, but
JW with that CC not getting moved, and Adrian, the last man, will get taken down by the very easy spray down of Pronax. 14-4. It's a big score. It's bigger than I was predicting. 16-7 is what I had down.
I went even further.
I thought I was being pretty generous with that one for Fnatic, but
I had belief. I believed that, you know, Fnatic were going to be really casual and HellRaisers might catch them off guard. But no, maybe that's a little premature. Maybe they're not quite ready for a performance like that.
The big issue is right now that we are seeing, and it's only a 12-team league, but we are seeing the big gulf that there is between the very top teams and the
T2.
The tier 2, but even just like from 8 down, it's such a big gap still.
Yeah, and
it's amazing that they haven't managed to catch it up. And obviously when they do make these little changes, these little team changes, that's what they're doing. They're trying to get this gap back, but Fnatic got taken down. Okay, HellRaisers, they could make 7.
Yeah, you starting to believe? What did I say, 8?
I think you said 8, but
okay,
that's still a big ask. We'll see. Okay. But as I was saying, like you think of, I guess you would put probably HellRaisers, Dignitas. I would say Titans, kind of like the step above. There's a slight little stopgap between I would say the top 6, which would be your Fnatics, your Nips, your TSMs, your Virtus.pros, your Navis, and your Envy. Yeah. And then Titans like that little 7th place, and then there's probably like another drop again. So it's a real big drop off in the top echelons. And at the moment, one-on-one trade. Kucha's going to get a little peek around there, but there's 3 members of Fnatic waiting for him. They lined up, but he couldn't manage to line the shots down.
Now, this is important. HellRaisers looking for their 6th. It's going to be given to them by JW. He's just really not anticipating aggression from Angel. Gets fully white, and that's nice from Flusher, as he does secure it with very little health to work with as well. Just 10 points of health when he found that frag, and look at this. Angel crawls behind and finds Olof. Bombs loose, and now all onto Flusher.
Exactly what they needed, and Mo will close it out. Flusher gets taken down. So the 6th round on the board. HellRaisers starting to cobble something together here. Just about. But they are losing quite a lot of people every time they lose those rounds. 28 kills for Dennis so far. Finally, I think Fnatic's crazy freedom has been locked down just a touch. But they're going to go for a pistol train, I feel, again. Yep, it's going to be long A. It's just going to be Pronax going that way, and he's going to face 3 members of HellRaisers already and waiting for him. Good tag onto Pronax there. He's down to nothing, 4 health. That grenade's going to finish him off. It wasn't a nade, it was a flash. Damn you.
He could have, you know, bounced off his noggin a couple of times, maybe got the kill. But in the meantime, we are going to be seeing Fnatic just get ripped to shreds, which is good. It's positive. HellRaisers could not afford to even drop a weapon at this point in a round like this. But it's not over yet. Olof just considering a push on towards B. Didn't quite catch a glimpse of that one man in passive side, and that's going to be Adrian who does connect. So then Flusher, 24. Not going to be able to find too much more. Actually, could bring Kucha within an inch of his life, but it's not going to happen, and we are going to be seeing another 4 HellRaisers. So my 8 and 9 is becoming more realistic, but that is going to be all Fnatic surely will give them.
Oh, we'll see. They could go on a tear here. This could be big. Remember, it was 12-3 for Fnatic on their half.
I think the only reason why my disbelief is so present is because of the way Fnatic got those rounds.
Overly
that wasn't,
confident.
you know, it wasn't a really hard fought. It was mad rushing long mid and B at the same time. You know, that was the kind of the way in which they acquired them, and that's why there is a distinct lack of faith currently on my side of things.
Almost going closer. This is a mistake because JW's right around the corner. He's pushed up close. He is pretty much caught out wide, but Flusher's the one that picked it up. Now Fix tried to come around support. He's pinned. He's on the car. The nades, are they going to rain in? There is a molly in hand of Flusher, but not even going to bother using it. There it is. It's going to force him out, and he had to back away, and that gives Flusher another shot. Angel is in a real tricky situation. And now it's a 3-on-1.
Oh no.
Andred finds himself all alone. Dennis
with a missed molly as well.
Is the one just around the corner. Dennis is low though.
Oh, he most definitely was, and that's one bullet, 1 kill. And that Molotov that he just completely fluffed would have been beautiful for this position. It would have enabled him to keep them off that site for a little longer.
That smoke that goes down, Product's like, oh, thanks. I'm just going to go in and use that, and I'm going to plant the bomb.
That was Adrian going, oh, I wish this was a molly. What have I done? And now, coming around through CT, Flush is going to be the first to receive him. He's holding the perfect angle. Adrian's making plenty of noise. It's most definitely not an unannounced entrance into the site, but time doesn't allow for something like that. It is going to be Flusher who finds it. That's 15, and that was 4 for Flusher in that round.
Yeah, big round for him. Big round for Fnatic, and now match point. 16-7 is beckoning. beckoning. But HellRaisers, of course, can afford to buy themselves back into this one. Kucha picking up the ult this time. Is he going to trade it off to Mo? Is he going to stick on to it? Kucha did used to do a fair bit of AWPing before Mo joined that team, so yep, he's going to challenge double doors, but unfortunately for him, nobody from Fnatic there. Olaf is the only man that's going over towards long A. The rest of the team are piling fast into B.
It's going to be a test for Adren, and it's going to be 1, maybe 2 even, if he just carried on spraying. Pronax looks to challenge, but he's running out of bullets. Just 8 left, and he's not going to be able to finish anything else off. Fortunately, Kucha and Angel are there as well. That's quick dispatch of Fnatic, and is that another foul flash? I'm not too sure. Pronax and Flasher.
Flasher going for the plant. Pronax is the man that's standing watch. Will get it down. They're going to come on from every angle. This is perfect for HellRaisers. This is the ideal retake situation.
Does look like it's going to be coming their way. So 8 then on the board, and my prediction wasn't looking so silly now. I'm feeling much better about myself.
Yeah, mine's just slipped by, sadly. That was close though. But so there's the beautiful defuse animation, getting the jump leads out.
Someone described it as diffuse spaghetti.
Spaghetti, yeah, spaghetti.
Like
spaghetti fits because it's like when you're standing up and down, it's like wobbling around.
Yeah,
and
it
stuff.
does.
It fits well, but Fnatic, are they going to force? I don't think they need to.
They don't have the economy for that. And I want to be going into the next round with everything.
Yep. So just a couple of pistols, 2 Deagle, 4 Flusher is all that they're going to go with. A couple of P250s, but we're going to see a train. Angel actually did go a little aggressive, got a good peek down there, which is why we're seeing him lining up those shots, but they know that mid is there. Dennis actually just
Angel's nade.
Angel's nade completely, yeah, 29 health. Completely chunked it down. Olaf as well. He's getting that little peek over in tunnels. He's the one with the bomb, so is this going to be the full distraction for Fnatic while Olaf tries to sneak on through? Well, Kucha's in a perfect spot to just absolutely cut them down.
Yeah, most definitely is. He's going to do that again. Dennis goes down. Adren's nade this time is connecting, and it's going to be very, very easy from HellRaisers. Is this going to be potential 4th for Kucha if he does challenge Olaf out? Olaf is going to maybe, just maybe, throw out a flash, and he is going to find the frag. Olaf looking to try a little more. Didn't quite recover. Oh, he did. He found the AK, so that's something. 50 seconds. Wanting to try and cripple HellRaisers as much as he can in this round. Doesn't look like it's going to be too likely, though, as he's going to get pincered in from 2 different angles. 9 then for HellRaisers, as Fnatic are still in search of that match point.
Hanging on by a thread, HellRaisers, but that's all they can do. Round by round, piece by piece, try and take down Fnatic. That was the train that worked for them in the second round, but it didn't work this time around. The distraction wasn't strong enough. And more importantly, Kucha was in the position to stop them. Fnatic are going to peek on. JW getting a look through that window. Is he going to tag anyone as they pass? No, didn't manage to get the tags down there, but the rest of his team, they will be pushing up. Mo's going to go aggressive, though. He's coming straight around short, but unfortunately for him, they've both already passed him by because they've gone so aggressive, they're straight towards CT spawn. Yeah,
and the teams are going to be starting to kind of shout at each other now, like, what? I thought you had mid. How did that happen? How did he get away with that? Fnatic just so quick to get some early map dominance and then immediately just back away. It's almost kind of reminiscent of their CT over on Overpass. Push out, come back in. This, however, is Dust2, and they are going to be just looking to try and build off of that initial block that Olaf found. Angel, though, does take JW out of the running, and that's big. And these double AWPs from HellRaisers are going to pose a threat if this round gets any later.
Smoke had to go back down, and suddenly it's a 4-on-3. What are Fnatic going to do here? They're held up in the middle at the moment. Pronax with that bomb, trying to find themselves any sort of picks, because every time they've peeked, they've had their heads blown off. And of course, HellRaisers, they've gone for 2-on-2 bomb sites. A and B both covered off. Mo and Fix over on A's site. B site covered off by Angel and Adren. And as it is, we have the static motion of Dennis. Staring, waiting.
Hello?
Cutting. Not too sure.
Hello. He looks invisible as well on my screen. His legs are. Visible legs.
He's got the little crab walk going on there.
Okay, not sure what's going on here.
It's a worry. I don't like it when it goes and completely stops, because that tells me the server's pretty much gone.
Can you sing? Can we give these guys a tune? Like it's like kind of flash dance.
Flash dance. Go TV reconnecting. That tells me that there is
GG.
It's GG. Yeah, pretty much is what it tells me right there.
All right. Yep, that's what that's telling us.
That's telling me that it went 16-9 and we didn't quite get to see the end of it. Thank you very much. Go TV.
There it is.
Yeah, Dust2 in its beauty.
And so that concludes our game. What a fantastic...
What a fantastic ending!
What you don't realise...
It was a 3-on-4 as well. I really wanted to see how that one actually came out. How did Fnatic manage to pick that one up? Because there were 3 squeaking through the middle. They were in a 2-on-2 set. It was a good...
You just saw how they did it. They danced them to death. Yeah, started doing their kind of weird leg jig in double doors and then just proceeded to
Is
pick
that
up
how the Swedes do it?
That's how the Swedes... That's actually Fnatic's secret move.
People at home, tell us how the Swedish dance works, the weird leg jig as it worked out against the HellRaisers guys. Not too sure who'd come out on top in a dancing competition. I reckon HellRaisers could give them a run for the money.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think the dance off. I think that's something that we should look into. Maybe like a separate dance pro league for. CS
I think
players.
Cloud9 have got it down.
Oh yeah, I mean Jordan nothing would be all over that.
They got the flash dance going in there.
He knows. He knows. Either way, though, dancing aside, Fnatic pick up the win. Before we get any further sidetracked, that was, of course, a 69 victory over on Dust2. Our next game is going to be. There's 2 games coming up, right? And both of them are very exciting for different reasons.
Yes.
You've got your French battle going on now, which is going to be our next game. It's going to be Envy versus Titan. Of course, they were probably not anticipating such a quick game, so there will be a short break before we jump into that one. But that's really exciting to see how, it's always fun to see how these two compare. You said yesterday that they played yesterday, so we've got a pretty fresh idea of how they kind of battled.
I mean, it was on train yesterday. It's going to be a Mirage today, so very different map. Honestly, Envy put a lot of work into Mirage, from what I recall, going into the Intel Extreme Masters and the Major. So they're going to be feeling pretty confident in this one. We're going to have to see whether Smiths can step up because, Mirage is a big AWP map. You would expect Kenny S to be the dominant guy because he was when he was in Titan with Smiths on Envious. So it's the roles reversed. Who's going to come out on top? We'll find out.
Yeah, we most definitely will. So we'll be right back with the French battle after this.